How jealousy ruins a person's life. Story: Jealousy and giving help. Tom and David are two boys from two different neighborhoods, studying in the same class. Since childhood, both were famous for being the best students in their class, making their teachers, friends, and neighbors in the village extremely admired. Everyone expected Tom and David to bring glory to their hometown and make their village famous. In terms of academic ability, both Tom and David are equally excellent. But the biggest difference is their personalities. Although Tom is very intelligent and a good student, he always harbors jealousy and fears that he will be disadvantaged. Tom does not want anyone, whether in class or in his family, to be better than him. Therefore, he often studies and researches by himself but rarely shares his knowledge with his friends. When herding buffalo, cutting grass, or playing with his friends, Tom only keeps his knowledge to himself. If someone asks, Tom often avoids or gives superficial answers that are not very helpful. Tom believes that if he is the best, everyone will respect him and his position will always be maintained. On the contrary, David is a very different boy. David is always sociable and friendly with everyone. He is not only a good student but also has an open heart, always ready to help friends and brothers in the neighborhood whenever they encounter difficulties. Whether in study or life, if anyone has a problem, David does not hesitate to ask, share experiences, and find ways to help them overcome it. In particular, those who come to David for help are treated even more warmly by him, even though he also has to herd buffaloes, cut grass, and help his family with farm work like Tom. Many times, they are a bit slow to understand, making David have to explain for a long time, or the small things they do in life make David unhappy. But David still decides to be forgiving and tries his best for them, not afraid of being disadvantaged. In addition, while helping people, David also learns and knows many interesting things that are not in books. Thanks to this attitude, David's neighborhood gradually had many talented and knowledgeable brothers and friends. As they grew up, whether they worked in the same or different professions, they all became excellent and talented people. They learned from David the spirit of giving without fear of loss, sharing and helping others sincerely. That's why David and them always had a close relationship with each other. As the years passed, many of David's friends became successful and had positions in society. The strong relationships that David had built since he was young became a strong resource to help him and everyone else overcome difficult times in life. When David encountered a problem, his successful brothers and friends not only proactively helped him financially, but also gave David their experienced advice on the issues that David was not good at. Moreover, they also helped David connect with their valuable relationships. Although David is very good, there are things that David is not as good at as his friends, but thanks to their support, David always finds a way to overcome difficulties. In contrast to David, Tom's situation is more difficult. Tom's close friends from the past are now all in different places. Some are struggling to make a living, some are addicted to alcohol, gambling, and do not have stable careers. Tom's family members are no longer capable of helping him. Tom, although still smart and talented, but because he has no one to accompany or support him in difficult times, he eventually becomes just a normal, middle-level employee in a company. He lacks help from others and has no one to rely on when needed. When they have free time to talk, or on special occasions, Tom and his brothers also find it difficult to connect with each other. Because their social classes and thoughts are now very different, they get bored after just a few sentences. The story of Tom and David is a profound lesson about jealousy, arrogance, and the heart of sharing and helping. Jealousy only makes people isolated. No matter how good they are, they cannot succeed in the long term if they only think about themselves. On the contrary, helping and sharing with others not only brings joy, but also creates valuable relationships. These relationships are the foundation for sustainable success and happiness in life. When we know how to give without calculation, without fear of loss, we will receive more from life.